muscle memory. All right, so whenever we're going for this, it's always going to be off foot, net foot, set. Okay? And what I mean by net foot is whichever leg is closest to the net, that's the one that you should have forward. So if I'm coming from the right side, then I should have my right foot forward. If I'm coming from the left side of the court, I should have my left foot forward. Does that make sense? All right. The reason for that is it's going to be a little bit easier for you to square up, and it's going to help us with our momentum. All right. So whenever we're going to make this set, we should feel like we're almost walking towards and continuing our momentum towards our target. All right. We don't want to be stopped and just shove this ball to our partner. We want to feel like we're making a really good, smooth movement to lift this ball to be a good set, rather than passing this ball to be a good set. So it's a little different than everything we learned this morning with passing. Setting is going to be a little bit more lifting, whereas passing was a little bit more arm dependent. Does that make sense? All right, so we're just going to try to work on that footwork first. JM and Allie, if you guys wouldn't mind stepping in. This is the first drill you guys are going to do. You're going to be in the court, and we're really just focusing on trying to get that net foot forward. So I'm going to be at the net. I'm going to toss the ball to JM. He's going to pass it to himself, and then he's going to pass forward to me. If you notice, there's not a whole lot of arm movement with this. Doing it with a leg lift, and then if they do have arm movement, that's just getting the ball to go exactly where they want. So they're going to pass it to themselves, and then they're getting that net foot forward. If you notice, the whole time their shoulders are facing me. At no point are they facing in the court. All right, so they're just going to find that rhythm with this ball. That's going to make a really nice set. Jam, I'll have you come over here. All right. Actually, you're going to have the ball. You're going to smack, let out and go. So then we're going to die it down a little bit, but make it a little bit more realistic. And JM is going to toss. So now that Allie can work on actually getting square to me. If you notice, she's not turning her chest to face JM. She's kind of keeping her chest towards me, and then she's just looking at JM to find that ball coming over her shoulder. All right, still doing a really good job. Real quick, I want you guys to watch her foot timing in relation to the touch of her platform. Okay, so don't worry about the pass. Just look at her foot timing in relation to the touch on her platform. Okay, so a toss, and then a pass. All right, you should notice that her contact is happening almost the same time as that front step is happening. Does everyone see that? See one more, Allie? Good. Okay, so you should feel like, that's what I was talking about with momentum, is you should feel like you're almost stepping down as you're making that touch. Make sense? All right. Then we're going to go where JM is going to be passing. So now we're getting a little bit more out of control. We move JM around a little bit. He's got his pass. Allie's still working on getting that net foot forward. And she's just having a really strong finish towards the net. A little bit. Dan doesn't like being nice to Allie, apparently. All right, but if you notice, her technique hasn't really changed as we've moved from one drill to the other. It's just gotten a little bit more hectic or more volleyball-like. Okay? Then we're going to move into some gameplay where we're still going to have a toss, except we're going to play out the points. And it's going to be very easy for you guys to find this squared up motion and everything when it's very controlled. But as the rally goes on, that's when you're going to start to lose it. Okay, so let's everyone try really hard to make sure that you're getting square to your target every single time you set. Even if it's in a rally, they hit the ball over the net, it gets dug, and then a free ball comes over, I should see Allie squaring up on that next ball. Huh?
Let's see it. Challenge.
Any questions? Any additions? Yeah. So what I suggest is if you can make these first couple of steps a little bit more controlled and smaller, then what you're going to do is it's going to be off foot, net foot, set. Every single time. Another cue that we use commonly is dip, dip, lift. Okay, so as you're going towards this pass, it should feel like you're dipping, dipping, and then lifting for that last set. Dip, dip, lift.
Can just show up from the other side? The same thing.
This way?
Yeah.
So if Allie was going to pass the ball, I would have my controlled feet, and then I'm off foot, net foot, set. Right, left foot. Just depends on what side you're going. Good? All right. Players, you are going to head back to your courts. Coaches, stay. Coaches, you're going to stay wherever you are. We're going to go for about, what time is it?
2:49, 2:50.
We're going to go for about 45 minutes, working and kind of building up with this setting, get to gameplay, then we'll come back and we'll introduce you guys a little bit to hand setting, go back out, do those simple drills, and then we'll finish. Probably take a little break by then, and then we'll come back and put it all together this afternoon when we play. Let's get better. Oh my God, you guys are killing it.